And welcome everybody to another wonderful webinar all about oceans and water and all things great for summer library programming this year. I'm Kathy Lancaster with the Library of Michigan, and I am so happy that we have finally connected with the Michigan Learning Channel to help spread their awesome resources across the state and support our library programming. So I'm going to pass the baton over to our friends at the Michigan Learning Channel.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for having us. Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Shelby Schall. I am the Education Engagement Coordinator for WCMU Public Media, which is in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And I represent all of Michigan, like northern lower Michigan. So the northern part of the lower peninsula. I'm so excited to be here with y'all today. I was so heavily influenced in my childhood by my local library. I grew up in Midland, if anyone is familiar with that area. And there's two things I loved as a kid. I loved flowers and I loved reading. And it's so great in Midland because Dow Gardens, a botanical garden, is right next to there. So I was able to spend so much time, like walking over in this flower garden and also spending time in my library. And so that's been a really rewarding part of, this position and working with the Michigan Learning Channel, is that I get to work with librarians who made a lot of my childhood so happy and fantastic. So we're going to talk to you today about our summer programming and how it can, benefit you in the things that you are doing in your libraries this year. I wanted to give the rest of our coordinators a chance to introduce themselves, so I'm going to just go in the order that's on my screen. And coordinators, if you want to take a minute, so as people are trickling in, give them your long introduction, and then we'll get started, a couple minutes after. But Lauren, if you want to go first, you're the first one on my screen.
Right, yeah, so thanks Shelby. I am Lauren Tsai, and I am the engagement coordinator for basically all of the thumb in the mid-Michigan area, so Midland, Bay, Aranac, Saginaw, and then all the way down to Flint and Genesee counties. And so like Shelby said, the library also played an important part in, growing up in our area. And I am from Midland. Well, not from Midland, but I live in Midland, where Shelby's experience was. So I can attest to that is a great library that we have there. But we also have our local library on campus. And so that's something that I just recently met with them, because we do have students at our campuses that have families that can get books and outreach from our library here on campus. So it's another good partnership, and thank you for having us.
Awesome. Olivia, you are next.
Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Masirovich. I work out of Detroit Public Television. So I serve the Metro Detroit area. I hit about 9 counties in that area. I've been with PBS for about 4 years now. Just recently moving over to the Michigan Learning Channel about 1 year ago, actually at the beginning of March. So I'm very excited to meet with all of you guys today. I used to do tutoring when I was in elementary school. I used to go to my local library every Tuesday and Wednesday to get tutoring done. So I also have a great love for my library. So thank you for joining all of us today.
Awesome. Summer? The star of the show today, right? Because we're talking about summer.
I see what you did there. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Summer Godet, and I am the engagement coordinator at WKAR Public Media on the campus of Michigan State University. And I actually, too, Olivia, will be coming up on my first year tomorrow of working with the Michigan Learning Channel. So I am new to the capital region, the mid-Michigan area. I'm originally from Detroit, but I've enjoyed getting to meet our librarians, our clerks, and really everyone who works together in this community to reach our young learners and our new readers and our seasoned readers. And we're just really excited to bring this information to you all. I know that many of us, the engagement coordinators, were able to or have been able to work with some of you all here. And so we're just trying to extend, that relationship and build that relationship with you all. Now, I have a background in both education, specifically students with special needs, and marketing. So I'm really excited, and I hope that we all can partner together this summer to bring these resources to our communities. And so I'm in mid-Michigan as well, but the central area have about 9 counties, looking at Ionia all the way down to Calhoun and Marshall. So thank you guys for having us.
Awesome. Rachel?
Hi, I'm Rachel Kane. I am the engagement coordinator at WGBU, which is kind of West and Southwest Michigan. I'm just going to be one more person who fawns over libraries and librarians because I was a former English teacher. So, I love books, and my local library, I could bike there. And I spent much of my childhood in a little corner reading as many books as I possibly could. And then I turned into an English teacher, and now I'm here. I've been working here with Michigan Learning Channel for not quite as long as Summer and Olivia, but I'm getting closer to a year. I'm about 9 months in now. And I just really, really love this position because it gives me the chance to really pass this level of learning on and help other community organizations who are doing this kind of work. I'm just really excited to kind of share what we're doing and change our world a little bit.
Awesome. And then our coordinator from the Upper Peninsula, Ellen.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ellen Doan, and as Shelby just said, I am the coordinator for the UP. And I see someone in the chat said spring is upon us, and I hope that that's true. We're bearing out of, I think, 30 inches in the past couple of days. So wow. I'm welcoming spring whenever it should arrive. But yeah, so I service all of the Upper Peninsula, even though I think WNMU doesn't quite reach each end of the peninsula. I think some of it does come from CMU's station as well, but I am the coordinator for the entire UP. And yes, I am also a lover of libraries. I remember the Book It program over the summer, winning the personal pizzas from Pizza Hut. We did that every summer. My mom was a first grade teacher, so it was just part of what we did every summer. So I was a kind of a series kind of person. I loved Babysitter's Club, Sweet Valley High, all of those series as a kid. So, and my mother-in-law is a retired librarian, so I have lots of love for the libraries, and have started to build some good relationships with the libraries up here in the UP, and I'm certainly looking forward to another round of summer with them and seeing how we can connect together to make sure that our love for reading and libraries continues on to the kiddos that are out there today. So thanks for having us.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We went through all of our coordinators, and I know a few people are, coming in, but we will have an opportunity, for you to chat with your local coordinator later on in our presentation today. So hopefully, you got a chance to see their face and you'll know what they'll look like when we get there. But we're actually, Ellen, I'm going to throw it back over to you. We're going to go ahead and get into our stuff.
Sounds good. So I'm going to just kind of give a general overview of the summer programming and what it is that we, if I can rearrange my screen here a little bit, what it is that we have planned and prepared, and just kind of get everyone thinking about ways in which we can start to connect with all of you, and just so there's sort of a general overview of the summer. So we did have a summer program last year. And as you heard from many of the coordinators, we were all sort of new. So we're all coming up on our first year with Michigan Learning Channel because, of course, Michigan Learning Channel just celebrated its first birthday. And so we're really excited to be approaching summer in February this year, instead of sort of coming to summer during summer and having to sort of kind of roll with it as it was unfolding. So basically we have an 8-week program planned. Then each of the weeks are themed, and we'll take a look at the themes on the next slide. And within each of those weeks, we have specific content for grade levels pre-K through 6. Some of the things that are important to point out about our content is that anything that is designed specifically for the MLC is taught by Michigan teachers, often features Michigan students, aligns with Michigan curriculum. The video lessons will provide 2 hours of learning content per week per grade level. And we do offer a balance between video learning and hands-on learning off screen. So I know that there's always a conversation with really anybody that we're presenting to about having that balance between kids sitting in front of a screen and then what happens after. And of course, we always encourage co-viewership with a parent or a guardian, a babysitter, whoever's working with kids during the summer or out of the classroom. And then using our activity book as a way to supplement that on-screen learning with something off-screen. And I'll talk about the activity book in just a minute. So we have those video lessons throughout the weeks. And in conjunction with the content that we have specifically for MLC, we do borrow heavily from PBS Kids. And so the kids who are interacting with our content can see familiar characters that they love already. Cat in the Hat, Wild Kratts, Molly of Denali. Some of our newer shows, Alma's Way, are also featured in the content that will be on broadcast and on our website, and also in our activity book. This is one of our activity books from last summer. I'm not sure how many of the libraries out there received one of these. I know several libraries in the UP got copies of both the pre-K through second and the 3rd through 6th book. But these are books that we printed and distributed around the state, and they are just full of activities that supplement the content that we have on the MLC, again, both on broadcast and on our website. They're copyable, they're free to really do whatever you want with them. I know some of the libraries up here were using them as a resource to check out, and then also just as a resource for parents to come in and copy pages that they would want to be working on with their kids. So it's a good opportunity for, again, that off-screen learning of what is available on the website. Next slide. Thank you, Shelby. So this is an overview of our summer themes this year. And we have a real focus on sort of a career building as well, and it's sort of a theme that runs through our summer this year. And you can kind of read what these themes are, but we have Take Flight, Underwater, Heroes, Creatures, Engineering, Great Outdoors, When I Grow Up, and Shoot for the Stars. And of course, we know that your theme this summer is focused on water, and so that second week is definitely something that we'd like to highlight for you, and maybe something that we can, as you get to meet with your local coordinators towards the end of this meeting, talk about possible events that we can support or work on together, activities that we can create for library goers, and just see how we can develop that connection and build those experiences for those who are participating. I think I'm going to be turning it to Rachel at this point.
You are. So just as a reminder, I'm Rachel, for anybody who came in after introductions. I'm just going to talk a little bit more about those activity books. And Ellen talked, she did a great job of kind of introducing them and explaining them a little bit. But this year, last year when we did the activity books, we did 2 different ones. And this year we're kind of splitting them up even a little bit more, so that we have 3. That first activity book is going to be those early learners, right? That pre-K, that kindergarten. And then we have the elementary learners, 1st through 3rd grade. And then we also have that extra credit content, so that 4th through 6th grade. And as always with this kind of stuff, and I'm sure we all kind of know this, especially after COVID, we know so many of our students need some of this extra work. So these are just kind of general ideas, but it's never a bad thing to kind of look at them and say, yeah, maybe my 4th grader could use a little bit of that 3rd grade work just to remind themselves, right? So there's some crossover here and what might be applicable. One of the great things about these activity books is you can get them both printed, or you can just access them online and kind of print off what you want from them. So everything is free, it's all free, and you can access it on our website. And you can just download the stuff you do want. So for instance, if you're focusing on water and you just want some activities that have to do with water, you can go in and you can find just those. Or if you think you might be doing like longer programming and you would really like the entire book, you can print those off. You can print it off yourself. We also, and we'll talk about this a little bit more later, but you can also use one of our vendors to get like a cheaper discount if that's something you wanted to do as well. But you can get it online, and you can also kind of pick out exactly what you want according to what you need at your own libraries. But what I'm really, really excited about is some of our virtual events for our programming. I've been part of some building of virtual events, and I just think they're so much fun. We've gotten so much not so great things from the past couple of years, but one of the things that I hope sticks around is really this focus on being able to do things virtually. I think we have seen that it can really add equity and access to spaces that have not traditionally had that. So one of the things that we're doing this summer is we're doing Wimmy's Words. So if you've never heard of Wimmy's Words, it's a show that features a little robot who goes off on adventures and learns stuff about his community here in Michigan. And they're actually going to be doing some live shows this summer. And there's going to be 8 shows. We don't know yet exactly which days we're going to be hosting them, but we do know that it'll be at 4 p.m. And what's great is that you can watch on our end, but you can also simulcast them. So the Kent District Library and some other libraries are going to be doing that, and you can do that as well. If it's something you're interested in, you could simulcast it from your Facebook pages. We would love to help you do that. We'd love to connect with you if that's something you want to do. And then we also have the Great Lakes Now watch parties, which is so exciting. If you've never heard of Great Lakes Now, it's a television show and some online reports. It's kind of like a magazine style, and they really just give you some really great content and reporting from around Michigan and focusing on what's going on in the environment and things like that. And though it can be great for everybody, it's a way of engaging some of those older learners, some of those middle school ages, some of those like 4th, 5th, 6th grade, and on up. And we're actually going to be doing some of those virtual events with them as well. These events, there's going to be 2, Friday, July 1st and Friday, August 5th. And they'll be focusing on the Belle Isle Aquarium. If you've never been there, I used to live in Detroit, though I'm on the west side now, and the aquarium is so beautiful over there. But it's going to be focusing on that area, and they're going to be showcasing some really great content. And once again, there's a possibility that you can simulcast those as well. So if you're interested in either one of them, please let us know. We would love to connect you with that and help you sort that information out.
All right, so again, if you're just coming in, my name is Lauren, and I'm going to go over some of our water related content that we have available for you. And so we wanted to make sure that, we honor your theme, but we also give you access to all the free resources that we have available. So we, not only Michigan Learning, but as PBS engagement coordinators as well, the PBS Learning Media offers you an opportunity to go in and search for resources that are exclusive to those categories, grade levels. You can create an account, and on that account you can go in and save lessons such as what you see here. So Cyber Chase is just one of our shows, and you can see that there are video lessons, supplemental activities, just some examples that we threw on there is about the watershed or how do you save money with water. And then you can see an example of a lesson that you might find on that content when you go on there. You can save any of those if you create the free account on PBS Learning Media. It's a great way to go back and find those resources, because I know, like, if you're like me, when you try to go back and find something and you don't remember what it was called, you can't find it again. So that option to save as a favorite is one of our favorite things. Everything on there is free, so you have access to be able to print, save, and share. You can share to social media or different platforms that you guys have access to as well. And next, what I want to share with you is, as you can see there on the Michigan Learning channel, we do have a Oceans of Possibilities tab. That is going to be found under our For Teachers tab. When you go in there, you'll see the Ocean of Possibilities link. And what we are doing is creating a page that relates to your title. And you can go in there and find all the episodes that relate to our Read, Write, Roar episodes, our Math Might episodes, our Great Lakes Now episodes that we feature on Michigan Learning. You will have access to that through our website. We are still building and creating more activities for you and shows for you to watch and share. And then on the left there are just some of our kind of favorite shows that tie into ours. So Ready, Jet, Go, Wildcrats, and Molly of Denali. Wildcrats is going to be your animal-based. Molly goes over a lot of different kind of nature exploration. And then you'll see the Summer of Possibilities there. So playing with water, and just in that playing with water activity, there is, I would say, at least 6 different activities that you could recreate or just use simply by printing out those activities. And it does pull that PBS character. So that's always exciting too, that you could always tie in maybe a Wildcats book into your story time, or you could go in there and then have an activity that would relate to that. So we do have an, I would say endless and overwhelming, because there are so many free activities. So definitely, I like to say happy exploring, because there is so much on there that you guys will be able to find that will help you to create some of those summer programs.
Hi, Olivia Masirovich, just in case you guys missed me earlier. Oh wait, no, this is Summer's turn. Sorry, it's not my turn. I just went way ahead. I'm going to pass it off to Summer.
Thanks, Olivia. That's okay. We're excited, you all. Can you tell? Summer's coming. Again, my name is Summer Godet, and I'm the engagement coordinator at WKAR Public Media on the campus of Michigan State University. And just briefly, I want to talk about how you can access the resources. As we've discussed earlier, all of the resources are free, and we have it really access to it on multiple platforms. So you can watch it on demand. All of the lessons are available on our website, and they can be viewed really on any device. So if you have a tablet or a computer or a phone, a cell phone, you can watch those there by going to our website, michiganlearning.org/summer. Now, of course, we've talked about the water specific programs. They're going to be available at ease with, if you go onto our website at michiganlearning.org/oceans. Now, you can watch this on on broadcast television, and for families without the internet access, the channel is available on our statewide on our antenna connected televisions. So if you do have that resource, if you have an antenna connected television, or if you don't, you can use a device. We've had families and educators actually use their cell phone and then mirror what they're watching onto another television to do it that way. But we do have our schedule available on our website here, and also how to access our activity books and our extension activities. We do, as we've spoken about it before, we have these great activity books, 3 of them, and they're available for download on our website for free. And we're also working to get those printed out and to have some of those made readily available via our specific PBS affiliate stations throughout the state. And then, of course, our extension activities, those can be printed directly from our website and from our other multimedia resource, PBS Learning Media. And then again, meeting your engagement coordinator. This is something that we'd like to do. Like I said, having those books printed, we will have a limited amount of books printed from our stations, and to be able to have those accessible to our community. So we can work on that, as well as working on, if you like to get some printed in-house for your library goers as well. But we are located across the state in both peninsulas. Do we want to do like another introduction or just to let you all know, if you do want to reach out to us beyond our breakouts, we do have our email addresses here. And if you'd like to schedule any other meetings, you can. But these are your coordinators across the state.
Okay, now it's my turn. Once again, I'm Olivia Masirovich, the local engagement coordinator for the Metro Detroit area. So now here comes the question, how do you participate? What do you do to join us in our summer program? One of the great things that us engagement coordinators do is we are often available for you out in the community. So family engagements, if there's any events that you're at that you know a lot of families would be at, please feel free to reach out to your local engagement coordinator and we can see if we could join you. We would love to share more about the Michigan Learning Channel, our summer program, and just resources that are available for them. And then also another way to participate is our summer programming. Like we had highlighted earlier, some of our programming that we might have might overlap with yours. And so we have videos, hands-on activities, and just some awesome resources that we have available. And then the activity books, like we mentioned earlier, we will have each engagement coordinator will have a small amount available at their office, but also you can print those out. And then you can also pick and choose from those activity books what resources that you might like best, that might work best in your summer program. So please reach out to us if you ever have any questions about anything regarding that. We're always here to help. And then also always check out michiganlearning.org/summer just to stay updated on whatever else we have coming new. And then, so what happens? So you participated, what happens now? So obviously there's a lot of learning involved with our summer program. There's on-demand videos that you can access on our website, but that you can also access on broadcasts that you can get from your local PBS station. But then there's also activity sheets. Each week of summer, there will only be 2 hours of content per grade level. So obviously we're not expecting kids to be in front of the TV all summer and learning that way. There's also hands-on activities, which is what brings us to the do. There's hands-on science program. There's arts and music activities to try that will be in our summer workbooks that we will be able to assist you in getting the content from that. If you print them out or if you just want it downloaded. And then also we have more content on our website and on PBS Learning Media. But then the best part, explore. We're gonna have virtual field trips this summer. We already have some created from Great Lakes Now, which is another great virtual field trip that you might be able to include in your summer program. But we'll also have other great virtual field trips from the DIA and MSU. So this is just another great opportunity. And then virtual events on Facebook Live. I know Rachel went over that earlier, but then we're also putting a strong emphasis on career exploration this summer. So it's another great opportunity for you to maybe join us in what we're doing this summer. So don't forget to contact your local engagement coordinator. We're always here to help. We're here to help you and to help you maybe branch out your summer program. I know that we want to go into breakout rooms now so that we can talk with our local libraries and kind of see what they're doing this summer and seeing how we can work together. That's kind of what we do. We just like to talk and to see the best ways that we can help you, the best ways that you can help us. So Kathy, do you need to set those up or can I set those up?
You can go ahead and set those up.
Okay.
You should have that power.
Okay. And if anyone doesn't know who your local coordinator is or what your local station is, just put your local library in the chat, and then they can, us engagement coordinators can assist you.
And while you set those up, before we go in breakout rooms, I was wondering if there were any questions on what's been covered so far from the libraries. They're being awfully quiet in the chat, which means I think you're answering everything already.
I was thinking maybe we should go through all of the information one more time, but like underwater style. Do y'all remember that? Where you go like this? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Coordinators, ready? 1, 2. Okay, maybe not.
I liked it.
And then One
Yeah.
other thing is that Olivia actually has prepared, I think it's like a Google Doc or something like that, and it has all of the resources that we just went through, including the slide deck, including, you know, a link to the Michigan Learning Channel, straight to our summary page and things like that. And we will get that to you before the end of the meeting. So you kind of have like a one-stop shop for like all of the stuff that we provided you today. But right now we're just working on setting up the breakout rooms, I think. But go ahead, Kathy.
Well, I was just going to say just a couple of points for everyone before we go into breakouts is that with this partnership, sorry, I lost my words, but the Michigan Learning Channel has the right to use the collaborative summer library programming logo and images and everything, because we are collaborating, and I'm just so excited. I'm excited to see the website. This was kind of a reveal day, and to see how many wonderful supports are coming from the Michigan Learning Channel. And this is something that libraries can use, not just this summer, but as we go into the year ahead too.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna open up the breakout rooms. I'll stay in this room for a minute, just so that if anyone has any more, who do I go to? And then I'll meet my Detroit Public Television folks in there. So the room should be open.
Connect with your coordinator.
Yeah, and I also touch with my group is the Meetup to Eat Up sites. So, because I know some libraries are Meetup to Eat Up sites, we are waiting on distribution of those sites, but books will be distributed to those Meetup to Eat Up sites. So, if your library is part of one, we are waiting on the list, but it could be an option that your site gets chosen for books to be distributed at the Meetup to Eat Up site.
Yeah, cool. And also if your library wants to be a summer food service program site, you can contact me for more information.
Awesome. So in the chat here on Zoom, there are two links for you. The first is the resource doc that we've been talking about from Olivia. And then the second is a survey from Kathy, just to, you know, on your experience today. If you're willing and able, like, please fill those out and use that resource doc. Otherwise, I think, you know, thank you for being here. And we will definitely be reaching out and chatting with you soon.
Olivia.
Yes. Please email your local engagement coordinator. We love talking, if you can't tell.
We were just talking about that, Olivia. I was like, I think some people love talking more than me, but.
Yeah. What was your question, Lauren?
Oh, I was just gonna say, if we want to share the presentation too, so that Kathy can share that out for those
I think
that
that is on the resource doc, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'll
Is it in there?
email it
Okay.
to you, Kathy, as well, just so that you can also send it out so that everyone gets it twice, because our emails are all on there too. So
great. Well, if there aren't any other further questions, I want to thank the Michigan Learning Channel team here for showing up and supporting libraries and engaging with us as we go out and reconnect with our communities. And we're really excited to have this partnership and collaboration. And I hope that you all get to work together in your regions as we move forward.
thank you so much, Kathy.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, Kathy.
Thank you all for being here. And libraries, don't forget to fill out that survey.